Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today's celebrity gist is very shocking and disturbing, involving some of Hollywood's biggest names. Before we start, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, let's dive into this serious story. Our story today is about Bryce Shear, better known by his stage name Brashier Gray. Most of you probably remember Bryce from the popular TV show Empire, where he played the character Hakeem Lion. Bryce was very talented, and he quickly became famous because people loved his acting and his music. But unfortunately, Bryce's real life wasn't anything like the glamorous one we saw on TV. According to Jaguar Wright, a music industry insider who is known for speaking out about scandals involving celebrities, Jaguar claimed that Bryce was allegedly sexually exploited and assaulted by two of Hollywood's biggest stars, Diddy, the famous music mogul, and actor Will Smith.
She wasn't nothing but a dealer's. That's all she ever was. What kind of mother would do that to her son? Turn him into a prostitute so you could pretend to be something more than what you are, which is nothing more than a filly. You're a big old and they're making your son out to be, that's for sure. Because he didn't have no choice. You was down by all.
He says Uncle Will. He says Uncle Will. I know. We need to start right here. That's how we kick this thing off.
It's just what's bothering me is that being a celebrity sometimes comes with, like, everybody wants to be successful in a celebrity and stuff like that, but it comes with, sometimes. And
Jaguar said they disguised their actions as mentorship, promising to help Bryce become a bigger star. Jaguar explained that these so-called mentors didn't have Bryce's best interests in mind at all. Instead, they allegedly used their power and fame to take advantage of him. Bryce was young and hopeful, looking up to Diddy and Will Smith as idols who could make his dreams come true. Sadly, according to Jaguar, these powerful men exploited Bryce's innocence and ambition. Even more heartbreaking is the fact that Bryce's own family didn't step in to protect him. Jaguar Wright mentioned that Bryce's mother, Andrea, and his manager, Charlie Mack, were aware of the exploitation but chose not to do anything about it. Instead, they allegedly allowed Bryce's mistreatment to continue because they were making money. They ignored Bryce's emotional health and safety because they wanted financial gain and fame for themselves. Imagine being Bryce. Just a young person hoping to achieve your dreams, only to find out the very people you trust the most, your mother and your manager, are not protecting you, but rather letting you get hurt. Bryce's situation was truly devastating, and it led to serious emotional and mental damage. But sadly, things got even worse for Bryce. Jaguar Wright claimed something even darker. She said Bryce was sexually assaulted again, but this time, it happened while he was in jail. According to Jaguar, this assault wasn't random. It was planned. She accused Diddy of allegedly paying men to carry out this terrible act. Jaguar claimed that this second assault was designed specifically to traumatize Bryce even more. The assault in jail deeply affected Bryce's mental health. According to Jaguar, it pushed him into a state of severe trauma, making it extremely difficult for him to trust anyone around him. He struggled a lot after these incidents, carrying emotional wounds that were invisible to everyone else. Jaguar explained that Bryce's mental health suffered greatly, and he faced severe anxiety, depression, and other serious emotional issues as a result of these experiences. Bryce's life started to unravel in public. Fans noticed something wasn't right. Bryce started getting into trouble with the law, and his behavior changed drastically. People around him noticed that he was no longer the happy, energetic young actor they once knew. Instead, Bryce seemed broken and withdrawn. Fans were left wondering why Bryce's life took such a negative turn. What happened to him behind closed doors that changed him so much? Jaguar Wright's shocking claims shed some light on these painful secrets, leaving many fans disturbed and angry. Jaguar Wright didn't stop there. She openly accused Diddy and Will Smith of severe wrongdoing. She wanted people to know the truth, to understand how cruel and manipulative some powerful figures can be behind the scenes. Jaguar hoped that by speaking out, she might help Bryce find justice, or at least let the world know about the darkness hidden behind the glamorous life of celebrities. Meanwhile, Bryce himself remained largely silent. He struggled quietly, dealing with trauma most of us couldn't even imagine. Fans hoped Bryce would get the support and help he needed to recover and reclaim his life. But the story didn't end here. More details kept emerging, bringing to light even more disturbing accusations involving Bryce, Diddy, Will Smith, and those close to Bryce his public struggles became increasingly visible, and people around him worried deeply about his future. Seeing no way out, Bryce initially considered fighting back. Jaguar Wright claimed that Bryce seriously planned to file a huge lawsuit, a $50 million lawsuit, against Diddy and Will Smith for what they allegedly did to him. Bryce was determined to get justice and make the world aware of the abuse he suffered. But sadly, Bryce never got to file this lawsuit. Jaguar explained that Bryce received threats, which terrified him into silence. These threats weren't just ordinary warnings, they were serious, intimidating messages meant to keep Bryce quiet about everything he experienced. Facing powerful celebrities like Diddy and Will Smith meant Bryce felt he had no chance of successfully speaking out or finding justice. So Bryce, feeling trapped and scared, abandoned his plans for legal action. Instead of fighting back publicly, he retreated further into isolation and despair. Bryce's hope of holding his abusers accountable was crushed, leaving him more damaged and vulnerable than ever. Fans, seeing Bryce's pain unfold, became increasingly worried. Social media exploded with reactions, many people expressing their sadness and anger over Bryce's treatment. They wanted to see justice served and demanded answers from Diddy, Will Smith, and everyone involved in Bryce's suffering. Fans even called out Bryce's mother and manager, questioning how they could allow something like this to happen. Bryce's tragic story spread quickly, opening many eyes to the dark realities that young celebrities often face behind Hollywood's bright lights. People were shocked to realize how easily fame and fortune could hide serious abuse and exploitation. But Bryce's story was still far from over. Jaguar Wright had more revelations to share, and new details kept surfacing, suggesting even darker secrets behind Hollywood's glamorous facade. According to Jaguar Wright, there's a secret tape, and this tape allegedly shows something horrifying. Jaguar claimed that the tape contains footage of a sexual encounter involving not just Bryce, but also Diddy, Will Smith, Will's son Jaden Smith, singer Justin Bieber, and Bryce himself. Yes, all of them allegedly appear on this tape engaging in illegal and deeply inappropriate acts. Jaguar insisted this wasn't just a rumor. It's a real video that's being kept hidden by very powerful people. If this tape exists, it would mean some of the biggest celebrities in the world were involved in something incredibly dark and disturbing, possibly involving minors and deeply illegal activity. Jaguar said that people need to stop pretending Hollywood is clean and innocent because behind closed doors, it's a very different story. Now, when it comes to Bryce's mother, Jaguar didn't hold back at all. She accused Bryce's mom, Andrea, of being one of the biggest enablers in this whole situation. While the public saw Andrea as a supportive, loving mom who wanted the best for her son, Jaguar claimed it was all fake. She said Andrea cared more about fame, attention, and money than about her son's safety. According to Jaguar, Andrea let all this happen to Bryce because she wanted to stay connected to Hollywood power and money. Instead of protecting her son from these predators, she allegedly opened the door and invited them in. She helped them access her child, and then pretended to be shocked when things went wrong. Jaguar said Andrea's a supportive mother image was just a front, a role she played in public while privately betraying her own son. And sadly, Bryce isn't the only one. Jaguar Wright connected all of this to a much bigger pattern that's been happening in Hollywood for years. She said people like Diddy and Will Smith weren't acting alone. They were part of a bigger circle, one that also included names like R. Kelly. She claimed that these men used their power, fame, and money to abuse young talent, especially boys, and no one spoke up for years. Jaguar said these people operated like a system, trading favors, covering for each other, and staying protected because they were rich and famous. Everyone knew something was wrong, but no one said anything out loud. She said that this whole system stayed hidden and protected until one brave woman, Cassie, finally decided to speak out. When Cassie sued Diddy with a shocking lawsuit full of disturbing details, the world finally started paying attention. Jaguar said Cassie's courage lit a fire and pushed people to look into Diddy's past, which led to even more hidden secrets being uncovered. That's when people started asking real questions. Who else was involved? Who else was hurt? And how long has this been going on? Jaguar Wright believes that Bryce Shear is just one of many victims. She said the abuse in Hollywood is deeper and more organized than anyone wants to admit. It's not just one man or one incident. It's a system that's been running for years. And now, thanks to whistleblowers like Cassie and Jaguar, the truth is finally starting to come out. Bryce's story is heartbreaking. From a rising star full of talent and hope to someone who was allegedly used, abused, and betrayed by the people he trusted most, including his own mother. His pain was kept hidden behind smiles, fame, and TV roles. But now, thanks to Jaguar Wright's testimony, the world is beginning to see the truth behind the fame. The big question now is, what happens next? Will more victims come forward? Will justice ever be served? And will Hollywood ever truly be held accountable? Let us know what you think in the comments section. That's it for now, and thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for many more celebrity updates like this. Coming soon. Peace and have a nice day.